Hello, this is Ozic. Welcome to the Basic Grammar Be Verb class. As you can see in the table of contents, the course has 5 main parts plus extra videos, and this video is the second part. We already covered important guidelines in the previous video, so I won't repeat them here. However, I want to stress again, approach words by looking at whole sentences and pay attention not only to pronunciation, but also to stress and intonation. Also, these teaching materials were created after many years of research, so please don't use them without contacting us first and giving proper credit. The lesson materials include 23 pages with exercises, which you can download after signing up on our website. We recommend printing and following along with split-screen viewing, but you can also watch without downloading. Don't forget, grammar is just a tool for communication. The second person pronoun is used when the speaker talks to one or more people they are addressing. For example, you are not a barber, you are my hairdresser. Don't forget the identity with be verb. A barber cuts mostly men's short hair and trims beards, and a hairdresser styles all kinds of hair, especially for women, and can create different looks. This can also be shortened in everyday conversation. Listen carefully to the stress and intonation.
You are not a barber. You are my hairdresser. You aren't a barber. You're my hairdresser.
You are not an undergraduate, you are a graduate student. Meaning you are not a college or university student, but you are a student studying for a higher degree. In spoken English, this is often shortened, but be careful, the stress changes. When you say the full word undergraduate, the stress is usually in the middle, but when you shorten it to undergrad, the stress moves to the front.
You're not an undergraduate, you are a graduate student. You're not an undergrad, you are a grad student.
You hear expressions like guys very often in conversation. It is mainly used to show friendliness. If we translate this sentence literally from its origin, it says, you are not fresh students, you are book smarts. You can tell how the first and second year of college are compared here. I am a third-year student at this school, but are you a fourth-year student? Revealing his or her own identity and asking about the other person's identity, right? Listen carefully to the stress and intonation.
You guys are not freshmen. You are sophomores. I am a junior at this college, but you're a senior here?
Now, let's look at more examples. English always needs a subject in a sentence. Depending on your native language, the word order and how you understand information can feel strange sometimes. For example, you help the cat not get hurt. You are a very brave or good person. This sentence is not difficult, right? One of the most famous lines from a film? It's funny that the toys are aware of their own identities. It's a famous line from Toy Story. You are a toy. At that time, I was feeling bad, but you stayed with me. You are my people. Here, you are my people comes from the Bible phrase meaning you belong to me or we have a close bond. It means you and I understand each other well. You are a peach. Thank you for saving my life. Like a peach, which is sweet and soft, this means you are a very kind and good person. You are the apple of my eye. Thank you for being here. The apple here is a metaphor for the pupil of the eye. It means you are very precious to me. Don't worry if some people don't like you. You are not a chocolate. You are not a chocolate. This means you cannot make everyone happy, and that's okay. From a movie line, don't teach history anymore. You are history. Here, you are history means you are finished or you're in a big trouble. It is often used jokingly or angrily. This is from a Westlife's famous song. But until that day, you are the queen of my heart, meaning you are the most important person in my heart. Listen carefully to the pronunciation, stress, and intonation.
You saved the cat from the tree. You are a hero.
You are a toy.
When I feel sad, you stay with me. You are my people.
You're a peach. Thanks for saving my life.
You are the apple of my eye. Thank you for being with me.
Don't worry if some people don't like you. You are not a chocolate.
You don't teach history anymore, Smith. You are history.
But until that day, you are the queen of my heart.
The Bible often uses the first and second person pronouns too. I am the way, the truth, and the life. You are the light and salt of the world. These are common phrases many people have heard, regardless of religion. I am the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. This is also a famous sentence expressing identity. Let's listen now.
I am the way and the truth and the life. You are the light and the salt of the earth. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end.
The third person refers to people or things that the speaker and listener are not directly involved with. It talks about someone or something outside the conversation. For example, Jimmy is not a tennis player, he's a table tennis player. You can change this using pronouns and contractions like this. Many people pronounce the verb is too carefully, saying each sound clearly, but in natural English speech, you should pronounce is lightly and quickly, linking it to the next word. Usually it sounds short and low unless you want to put extra emphasis on it. Listen carefully to pronunciation, stress, and linking on the verb is.
Jimmy is not a tennis player. He is a table tennis player. He isn't a tennis player. He's a table tennis player.
Another example, Eva isn't the hotel manager here. She's a part-timer. You can use pronouns and contractions for a different way to say this. Be careful with pronunciation, stress, and linking sounds. The stress in hotelier is on the middle syllable. A part-timer is a person who works only some of the day or week, not full-time. The T sound in part-timer is pronounced only once, smoothly connecting the two words. Listen carefully.
Eva is not a hotelier here. She is a part-timer. She isn't a hotelier here. She's a part-timer.
Now we will look at more examples. Charlie Chaplin is not just a simple actor. He is a legend in the movie industry. A legend is a very famous person who everyone knows and respects because of great things they did. That girl is not my type. Rachel is completely my ideal type. When you talk about the kind of person you like or want as a partner, you do not say style, you say type. For example, if you say, she is my type, it means she has the qualities you want in a partner. Please remember this difference. Watch the stress carefully and listen.
Charlie Chaplin is not just an actor. He is a legend in cinema. She isn't my type. Rachel is my right type.
Let's look at some spoken English examples. Leno is a math genius, but he really acts like he knows everything. This is a sarcastic way to say it. Sophie is pretty, but she is a total princess. This means someone who behaves in a very selfish, demanding, or difficult way, like a princess who expects everything to go her way. Scott is the captain of our team, and he is my role model. I'm serious. Listen carefully to the pronunciation and stress. Many of the word pronunciations and stresses might be different from what you expect.
Leno is a math genius, but he's a real know-it-all. Sophie's pretty, but she's such a total princess. Scott is the captain of my team and my role model, and I mean it.
Now let's see more examples. The doctors did not think he would walk again. He is a miracle. This means the doctors believed he could not walk, but he did. This is something very surprising and amazing. She is a curator, a person who helps decide which paintings go in a museum or gallery. Diana works for the army, but she is a doctor who performs operations, not a fighting soldier. Now, here's an argument between a father and daughter about the daughter's boyfriend. The guy isn't a stranger, he's really handsome. But no, he uses drugs too much and cannot stop. He lies a lot and tricks people. Now, this sentence contains a colloquial expression. He does not use bad drugs. No way. He just works with technology stuff. Make sure to listen carefully to how these words are stressed and pronounced because you probably know most of them already. Here's a famous line from a movie. It's a classic line from the James Bond films. You might have heard it before. Let's talk about a line from Sade's famous song. His eyes are kind like angels, but his heart is cold. You don't have to ask. He's a smooth operator. This means even though he looks nice, he doesn't really care about others. He's really good at charming people, especially women, and getting what he wants. Calling someone a smooth operator is like saying they're clever and charming in a quiet way. It's a great song, so you should definitely listen to it. And another super famous moment. Back in March 1983, Michael Jackson did the moonwalk dance for the first time at a big Motown show. It was a huge deal and changed how people saw dance forever. I still remember watching it live on TV. It was amazing. Billie Jean is not my lover. That means the woman Billie Jean says she loves him, but he says they're not really together. Listen carefully to the stress, the pronunciation, and the melody of the sentences. Try to copy them exactly.
The doctors did not think he would walk again. He is a miracle.
She's a curator, helping choose the best paintings for the gallery.
Deanna works in the army. However, she's not a soldier. She is actually a surgeon.
He's not a stranger. He's gorgeous.
No, he's a drug addict. He's a liar and manipulator.
He's never a junkie. He's not. He's just a technology guy.
Now, let's look at some examples with third-person plural. Sean is a Major League Baseball player, and Sean is also a major leaguer. They are both very excellent pitchers. Their names are spelled differently, but their pronunciation is the same. We use the pronoun they to talk about both of them. Listen carefully to the stress and pronunciation.
Sean is a major leaguer. Sean is a major leaguer too. They are very good pitchers.
Lily and Rose run a flower shop, but they are not experts. They are amateurs. You can also say this in a shorter form. Lily and Rose are specific names of flowers, so these are good names for a flower shop, right? But to pronounce L and R sounds differently, you need some practice. The L and R sounds are one of the hardest sounds for many learners to say differently. I will explain more later, but here is a simple tip. When you say the L sound, think of a very light ool sound before it. Try to practice a few times paying attention to that. Listen carefully to the stress and pronunciation. Amateur does not start with ah. It starts with the sound eh in American English. Listen carefully.
Lily and Rose are florists. However, they are not specialists. They are just amateurs. However, they aren't specialists. They're just amateurs.
Don't play with them. They are not humans, they are animals. Professor Stephen and Professor Camelia are not Brian's mentors. Actually, they are the ones who receive mentoring. Mentor means a person who gives advice and helps someone learn. The opposite of mentor is mentee, which means a person who is learning from a mentor. The stress in the word mentee is on the last syllable. Listen carefully.
Don't hang out with them. They aren't people. They are animals. Professor Stephen and Camelia are not Brian's mentors. They are his mentees.
Let's go a little deeper now. It may be a bit hard, but I believe in your ability and passion. Here's a common conversation between a mother and her daughter. First, listen carefully to the meaning of the sentences. Mom, where is the nail cutter and the red nail color? I need to take care of my nails. Do you notice something different here? The word we often call manicure actually means the whole process of nail care. At the end of this word, there is something like the English word care, right? But what we call manicure is actually a nail polish. This means the colored shiny liquid you put on your nails, not the whole nail care. Now let's look at the mother's answer word for word. Oh, did your brain give off gas again? In our way of speaking, this means, did you forget again? I told you, it's in the first drawer of your makeup table. Since some of the words are a little difficult, it's good to learn them with pictures. And now you understand how these two nouns are replaced by pronouns, right? Now check the stress and pronunciation. Notice that the word again can be pronounced two ways. E sound can be silent. Both are correct, so be aware of both when you listen.
Mom, where's the nail clipper and the red nail polish? I need a manicure.
Brain fart again? I told you, they're in the top drawer of your vanity.
I went to the zoo with my mom and dad yesterday. I saw lions and giraffes. They are great. Now it's easy to see how these two nouns are replaced by a pronoun. Let's listen carefully to the stress.
I went to the zoo with my parents yesterday and saw lions and giraffes. They're so awesome.
Don't forget to bring your pencil, eraser, and watch tomorrow. They are very important for the test. Now you can check that the three nouns are replaced by the pronoun they. Let's pay attention to the stress and listen.
Make sure to bring your pencil, eraser, and watch tomorrow. They're a must for the test.
Now here is a longer sentence. I want to have a dryer, toaster, microwave, dishwasher, washing machine, and a flat TV because I will get married soon. But I worry because they are very expensive. I also feel bad because maybe I will pay too much. Now, they refers to 6 nouns whose meanings you may know well. But please look at the stress carefully. Notice that now that is a conjunction and it has a meaning similar to because. At the end, the phrase get ripped off means pay too much or be cheated. Let's listen and pay attention to rhythm and intonation.
I want to get a new hairdryer, toaster, microwave, dishwasher, washing machine, and flat screen TV now that I'm getting married, but I'm worried because they are crazy expensive. I'm nervous I may get ripped off.
Okay, let's take information in native speaker word order. People over 55, they did not grow up with computers. They are not digital people. That means they did not grow up in a digital world like the internet. No way! I am not a vampire, a monster that drinks people's blood. Those people, they are not my food. They are not my friends. They are only people who sell things in a secret way. I was put in their game. That means I just went into the plan they already made. Look, these pots, they are not real, but they are. Very pretty copies. Now think about the meaning of the words explained inside these sentences and check the stress. Some meanings are not the ones you already knew. Again, do not memorize words one by one. Please get used to the whole sentence. Remember, you learned your native language in the same way. Let's listen.
People over 55 did not grow up with computers. They're not digital natives.
No way! I'm not a vampire. They are not food to me.
They're not company. They're just smugglers. I've been setting for them.
Now, these ceramics are not original, but they are lovely copies.
It is another long sentence, but don't be afraid and try it. I believe they are not political people who use violence. They only want to use together their ideas and to help their group of people. But sometimes they make many problems for other people because of their strong thoughts and actions. See? Even with this kind of long sentence, you can understand the meaning at once, right? Once again, practice reading in their word order. In a few months, you will be able to read English directly. They are cicadas, insects. They are like a kind of big grasshopper. This is a line from a movie. Now think about the meaning of the words explained in these sentences and check the stress. Let's listen.
I do believe they are not political terrorists. They just want to share their ideas and help their community, but sometimes they cause a lot of trouble for others because of their belief and actions.
They are cicadas. They're insects. They're like a sort of grasshopper.
When there is only one noun, we use it as the pronoun. Let's look at an example. The horse ran away from the farm yesterday. It is a big problem. You can see the pronoun clearly here, right? This sentence can also be shortened like this. Let's check the stress and listen.
A horse escaped from the farm yesterday. It is a troublemaker. A horse escaped from the farm yesterday. It's a troublemaker.
That big cold box is very cheap. It is not an old model, however. Again, the pronoun is easy to notice. And as you see in this sentence, the word though is often used in spoken English to mean but. This sentence can be shortened in one way and also shortened in another way. The word refrigerator itself is also shortened. People often just say fridge because it's easier. However, the previously absent letter, D, was added for pronunciation reasons. Let's check the stress and listen.
The refrigerator is super cheap. It is not an old model though. The refrigerator is super cheap. It's not an old model though. The refrigerator is super cheap. It isn't an old model though. The fridge is super cheap. It isn't an old model though.
Where did you get that bag with a long strap? It does not look good on you. A satchel means a bag that looks like this, and the pronoun here is also easy to notice. I do not like this used car. Its windshield wipers are too old. What we usually call wipers are in fact windshield wipers. Since they come in pairs, they are basically plural. In this sentence, the form is possessive. Notice that even though it is possessive, there is no apostrophe. Now let's check the pronunciation and stress.
Where did you get that satchel? It's not a perfect fit for you. I don't like this used car. Its windshield wipers are too old.
This concludes the second lesson. In this video, we looked at the second and third person pronouns that frequently pair with be verbs. And in the next video, we will explain important points that are frequently tested on exams. The verb be is very important, like the backbone of English, so you must review it carefully. Pay extra attention to pronunciation, stress, and intonation as you practice listening and speaking. Also, remember that learning the meaning of words within sentences is important, so don't skip your review. Of course, Try writing short diary entries or simple letters using what you learned. See you in part 3. Thank you.